ChatGPT keep giving you junk answer, you might be prompting wrong. Let me show you how to do it better. Alright friends, time to dive into the do's and don'ts of prompting. Think of this as an ultimate guide to making chatbots actually useful instead of frustration, okay, or frustrating, okay, how about that? You know how sometimes you give instruction to someone and they just look at you like you're speaking Martian? Yeah, exactly. That's what happened when you prompt a chatbot the wrong way. So let's fix this. First up, do breaks complex tasks into steps, okay? You haven't basically got a big chunk of requests and don't just dump it all on a chatbot like a plate of spaghetti. And why I use the all the time a food example? Yeah, because I'm super hungry. So that's the reason. That's a surefire way to get back some messy, tangled response that doesn't help anyone, okay? Instead, break it down. Start by asking for an outline or a basically list of points. Then once you have got a structure, follow up with that, okay? Something like, great, now expand on point one, okay? And keep going. It's like guiding someone through a maze, okay? One step at a time. Here's a quick example. Say you need a chatbot to write a report about, let's say, customer feedback trend, okay? Start with something like that. Provide a summary of the main feedback point from a survey, okay? Then follow up with, all right, now break it down each point into a specific suggestion for improvement, okay? You are basically leading the AI down a path instead of just shoving it off a cliff and basically hoping it lands somewhere useful. All right. Next, do use positive instruction. That's super important. Okay. I'm going to repeat myself again. Do use positive instructions. You won't tell your body, hey, don't talk about politics at dinner. Okay. Instead, you would probably say, let's keep the conversation light and fun. Okay. Same goes for chatbot. Instead of saying, don't use technical jargon, okay? Explain this in, you can just say something like, explain this in a simple term, avoiding technical jargon, all right? That way, you are telling it what to do, not just not to do, okay? Or what not to do, basically, okay? It's like asking your friend to bring chips to the party instead of just telling them, hey, don't bring the weird kale snacks, okay? Although they are delicious as well. So positive vibe equal positive result. That's all I want to say, okay? Now let's talk about not to do, okay? First off, don't be ambiguous, okay? If you are vague, the chatbot's gonna be vague. Simple as that. Instead of just saying, give me some tips, you can say something like, list 5 practical tips for improving time management at work. You are giving it basically a target to hit instead of just waving it the general direction or something like something helpful, okay? Also, don't ignore the model's limits, okay? Each model has its own limits. These chatbots aren't superhero. They have boundaries. For example, ChatGPT's free version cannot handle huge text dump and might lose track of stuff if the conversation gets too long. Okay, remember that. And if you're asking about today's breaking news on a model without web access, you are gonna get yesterday's stale headlines, for example, okay? Make sure you know your bot's limit before start asking it to, let's say, read your entire 50 pages manifest, okay? All right, let's move on. The bottom line. What's the bottom line of this video? The bottom line is chatbots aren't mind reader, okay? They are not wizard, and they are definitely not your personal psychic. I wish they are, but they are not. Okay? If you're clear, positive, and break things down into manageable steps, you are gonna get a way better response. But if you are vague, confusing, or trying to overload it like a, let's say, Black Friday shopping cart, you are asking for trouble. Okay? I'm serious. But keep these do's and don'ts in mind, and you will go from AR amateur to prompt pro, okay, in no time. And let's keep the momentum going. I promise. Next lesson coming up, and I promise it's gonna be more interesting than this one. All right, I'm stop talking, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, have fun.